time right now is 9:14. This is Alvin Jones and you, and the number choice for news and information, WCBQ 890 1340. Going to talk to the best-selling author of College Confidence with ADD. His name is Michael Sandler. He is the founder of the Creative Learning Institute, and he's a practicing national ADD coach, author, and public speaker. And also, he was telling me a little known fact here. He thinks he's Lance Armstrong in his dreams. Tell me about being a bicyclist, sir. I didn't realize you had that gift as well.
I used to race bicycles in Europe for a few years and tried to make it as a professional cyclist. And in 2004, rode 5,000 miles solo, unsupported across the country to help people with learning disabilities and attention deficit disorder, and talk with Congress about it as well.
So you must be in pretty good shape like me, sir, in order to do that. Tell me about this book called College Confidence with ADD, because, we have a lot of guides to going to college, but this is the first book of this kind. Tell me about it.
I wrote this book because I have attention deficit disorder myself, and in fact, maybe that's why I try to stay in such great shape, is the exercise helps calm the mind and allow you to focus and concentrate quite well. And when I went back to school with attention deficit disorder, I was told that you didn't have it as an adult, but your mind doesn't change as an adult. You don't suddenly get a different brain. And I found I was having difficulty with focus, concentration, paying attention in class, juggling multiple assignments, and putting all the pieces of the puzzle together. So I got diagnosed for attention deficit disorder, found out I had it, and then started to read and learn about everything I could about attention deficit disorder in high school and college so that I could rebuild my life and become successful, and then went on to help others.
One of the things that you're a major advocate is of non-medicative ADD solutions. And you mentioned the exercise. Elaborate on that a little bit further. What are some of the other things? You mentioned focus. Also, it helps you to not be as impulsive when you exercise quite a bit?
Oh, yes. Exercise can be one of the key components, can be as effective, if not more effective, than medication for many reasons. First off, you've heard the term runner's high, right? And the term runner's high is when you raise the endorphin level or chemical level in your brain that makes you feel good, but actually allows you to focus and concentrate not only during the activity, but for hours later throughout the day. For instance, I have students that say, well, I don't have enough time to exercise in school. I wish I did. And what I tell them is you don't have enough time not to, because what it allows you to do is calms you down throughout the day, allows you to focus better, and then we all have those dead spots where we're not able to focus, concentrate, or, we're staring at our computer screen or homework and unable to get something done. But if we've been exercising regularly, we're going to have a lot fewer of those down spots, so that maybe the quantity of work that we get done is a little bit less, but the quality is greatly increased. It also allows us to sleep better at night. And for somebody with ADD or a learning disability, it's incredibly important that we get a good night's rest, or else we can't even remember our name the next day. And it also, getting outside, getting out into nature helps ground us. It helps shut down the 60,000 thoughts racing through our head at once. By taking a deep breath outside allows us to relax, calm down, and then be able to see the big picture more clearly.
Well, being a journalist, I have to check, recheck, and check again. Rumor has it that you're the president of the Organic Chocolate Institute. Tell me the role of chocolate in the life of a person with ADD.
I do tremendously love chocolate, and I admit that there's probably also a little bit of a caffeine benefit to it as well. But I tend to use chocolate as a reward more than anything else. Let's say that I have hours worth of studying to do in an evening. Well, what I'll probably end up doing is study for 15 or 20 minutes, give myself a 5-minute break, munch a little bite of chocolate, which helps get my blood sugar up, plus has a little bit of caffeine in it, so it helps allow me to focus and concentrate better. Then do another 15 or 20 minutes and then go right back at it. I actually used chocolate myself as the fuel of choice to help myself pass the graduate school test and get into graduate school. So I would take a break every once in a while, munch a little bit of chocolate, and go right back at the exam.
Why is it important to decrease fatty acids?
Actually, fatty acids You've got two things going on. First off, it's important to have the right fuel in your body so that your brain can able to focus and concentrate. So you do actually want more of an Atkins-type diet, a little bit higher fat, but the healthy fats, and higher protein so that your blood sugar doesn't get spiky. We've all felt that feeling when our gut twists and we can't focus and concentrate, and we want to get out of a conversation or wherever we're at. What's happened at those points is our blood sugar level has dropped. And when it drops, our brain doesn't get enough fuel and it doesn't get the proper amino acids in the brain to allow us to focus and concentrate. And so we need to have more of a higher protein, higher healthy fat diet to be able to constantly regulate our blood sugar and keep that brain fuel going. Actually, fatty acids, good fatty acids such as flaxseed oil, or from different fish, what's it, the omega-3 fatty acids, can help us to focus and concentrate better throughout the day.
You talk about the importance of creating the right kind of atmosphere. You called it the Zen Zone. Why should our dorm room become a Zen Zone?
Oh, great question, and very important, because with ADD or many learning disabilities, what ends up happening is we hit a point of overwhelm where we can no longer focus and concentrate very well. If you look around a room, or if you look at even your desk in particular, consider it actually like the desktop on your computer. The more things that you have in front of you are more like having more programs and more things open on your computer or your computer desktop. So we've all had a place or a time on our computer where it bogs down because we've had too many things open or too many processes going on at once, and the thing slows down to naught and basically freezes up. That's what our minds become when our room or environment is cluttered and when our desk is filled with a proverbial mountain of paperwork or stacks of books and papers and things we can't find. While on the one hand, we want to spread everything out in front of us because we're incredibly visual people and we want to be able to see everything that we have, each thing that's out in our desk or each thing that's out in our environment, whether it be sound, whether it be books, whether it be colors, whatever it is, goes into our brain and slows down our processes. So we want to have a calm and relaxing environment. We want a place that's spacious, that doesn't have too much out. We want maybe a place with a little fountain or trickling water or a little background noise that helps soothe us and blocks out all of the cluttering noise that are coming at us for 1,000 different directions. All of this will help our brains open up and allow us greater focus and concentration.
The name of the book is called College Confidence with ADD. Give me a closing comment. Tell me how I get a copy of the book, and then let me know about any website we can go to for more information.
Closing comment would be that students and adults with ADD can become tremendously successful. I look at it as a beautiful gift rather than a disability. I like to say that we have hyper-creative minds. When we're doing what we love, our minds open up and allow us to focus and concentrate, and we have such creative ability. I like to say we think so far outside of the box, we can't even see the box. So you can become tremendously successful with attention deficit disorder if you just keep working on it and learn how to work with your hyper-creative mind. Website that you can find it at is www, and more additional information, www.thecreativelearninginstitute.com. Again, that's www.thecreativelearninginstitute.com. I have an audiobook version as well for people who don't have the opportunity or don't like to read, and you can even find a sample chapter of that book, a new chapter of that book each week at www.youtube.com.